Hello and welcome back to MealMind TV. It is so good to have you here with me today. Before we get started, I want to ask you a personal question. When you look at your calendar and see December approaching, do you feel excited or do you feel a little bit of hidden panic? I talk to so many folks over 60 who tell me that the holidays are a double-edged sword. We love the family time, we love the decorations, love the memories. But there is this silent fear that runs through our minds when we sit down at the dinner table. We look at that beautiful spread of food, the stuffing, the gravy, the pies, and we hear a voice in our heads saying, "You are going to pay for this later." We worry about our blood sugar spiking. We worry about our waistlines expanding. We worry that our bodies just cannot handle the celebration the way they used to back in the day. And for many of us, there is an even deeper fear. The fear of our health slipping away. The fear of losing our independence. The fear of the day when we might not be able to drive ourselves to the store or see the faces of our new great-grandchildren clearly. But I am here today to tell you something that might just change your entire holiday season. I have done the heavy lifting and the deep research so you can sit back and breathe easy. And what I've found is going to surprise you. It turns out that the traditional American Christmas feast is not the enemy of your health. In fact, if you know exactly what to look for, that dinner table is actually a pharmacy. It is a medicine cabinet filled with the most powerful seasonal cures for your aging eyes. Today, we are going to flip the script on holiday eating. We are not going to talk about restriction. We are not going to talk about counting calories or feeling guilty for having a second helping. Instead, we are going to talk about abundance. We are going to talk about how to use delicious, rich, festive foods to actively fight back against the two biggest thieves of senior vision, which are cataracts and macular degeneration. So I invite you to get comfortable. Maybe pour yourself a cup of coffee or tea, and let us have a real heart-to-heart conversation about how to keep your vision sharp enough to catch every single twinkle of light this Christmas season. To understand why your holiday dinner is so important, we first need to understand what is happening inside your eyes right now. I know medical terms can be boring and confusing, so think of it this way. Your eyes are like a high-performance camera that has been recording every waking moment of your life for decades. That is a lot of work. And just like an old car that has been driven thousands of miles, your eyes start to develop a little bit of rust. In medical terms, we call this oxidative stress. It is just a fancy way of saying that the cells are getting tired and wearing down. This rust is what causes the lens of your eye to get cloudy, which we call cataracts. It is also what damages the sensitive film at the back of your eye, which leads to macular degeneration. Now here is the beautiful part. Mother Nature knows this happens. And she has provided a specific set of tools to scrape away that rust and polish the lens. And by a wonderful stroke of luck, or perhaps divine design, the very best tools for the job are the foods we harvest and eat right now in December. Today, I am going to walk you through 5 specific foods that are likely already on your grocery list. These are what I call the vision heroes. I am going to explain exactly why they work. And I am going to give you the permission you have been waiting for to enjoy them fully. Let us start with a vegetable that has a very complicated history in most American families. I am talking about Brussels sprouts. I know what you might be thinking. You remember them from your childhood. Maybe your mother boiled them until they were gray and mushy and smelled up the whole house. If that is your memory, I completely understand why you might want to skip them. But I am asking you to give them a second chance this year, because they are arguably the most critical food for a senior's retina. Brussels sprouts are packed with 2 incredible nutrients called lutein and zeaxanthin. Now those are big words, but you can just think of them as internal sunglasses. Think about when you drive in Florida or Arizona on a bright day. You put on sunglasses to protect your eyes from the harsh UV rays, right? Well, lutein does the exact same thing, but it does it from the inside out. When you eat Brussels sprouts, your body takes that nutrient and deposits it directly into the macula, which is the bullseye center of your retina. It forms a yellow pigment that literally blocks harmful blue light from damaging your sensitive vision cells. It is a physical barrier made of nutrition. But here is the secret that most doctors forget to tell you. And this is why the holiday version of Brussels sprouts is actually healthier than the diet version. These nutrients are fat-soluble. That means if you just steam your sprouts and eat them plain and dry, your body cannot absorb the medicine. You end up flushing most of the good stuff down the toilet. You need fat to unlock the nutrients. So when you see those Brussels sprouts on the Christmas table roasted in olive oil, or maybe even tossed with a little bit of bacon fat or pecans, do not feel guilty. Do not pull back. That fat is the vehicle delivering the protection to your eyes. You actually need the richness to save your sight. So go ahead and take a generous second helping. Okay? You are building a shield for your eyes with every bite. Now let us move on to the next hero on our table. This one is hard to miss because of its brilliant orange color. It's the sweet potato. Whether you like them mashed or baked or in a casserole with marshmallows on top, sweet potatoes are a non-negotiable staple for an American Christmas. But have you ever stopped to wonder why they are so orange? That deep, vibrant color is a signal from nature. It is shouting at you that this root vegetable is overloaded with beta-carotene. You have probably heard since you were a kid that carrots are good for your eyes. Well, I am here to tell you that sweet potatoes actually blow carrots out of the water. Here is why this matters specifically for you and me. As we get into our 60s and 70s, one of the first things we notice is that driving at night gets harder. Have you noticed that? The glare from oncoming headlights seems brighter and more blinding. The road signs are a little harder to read until you are right on top of them. You might find yourself avoiding driving after sunset altogether. That is your night vision fading. Your eyes use a specific chemical to see in low light. Think of it like the battery fluid for your night vision. To make that fluid, your body desperately needs vitamin A. When you eat a sweet potato, your body converts that beta-carotene into pure vitamin A. It effectively recharges your night vision battery. If you find yourself squinting in the evening or feeling unsafe behind the wheel after 4 in the afternoon during the winter, your body might be screaming for sweet potatoes. And just like with the Brussels sprouts, the traditional way we eat them at Christmas is perfect. We usually add butter or cream to the mash. Again, that fat is essential for absorption. It is almost like our grandmothers knew exactly what our bodies needed when they wrote these recipes. So, when you scoop up those orange potatoes, I want you to tell yourself that this is for my evening drive home. This is so I can see the stars clearly again. Now let us talk about something crunchy. Our third hero is the nut family, specifically pecans and walnuts. You find these everywhere during the holidays. They are in the stuffing. They are in the pie. They are in bowls on the coffee table while we watch the football game. These nuts are not just empty calories or mindless snacking. They are your primary defense against cataracts. Let us visualize your eye again for a second. The lens of your eye is clear like a pristine window. Over time, sunlight and stress cause that window to get cloudy. It is like a window that has not been washed in years. That is a cataract. To stop that clouding, you need a powerful antioxidant. You need vitamin E. Pecans and walnuts are gold mines for vitamin E. Think of vitamin E like a coat of wax on your car. It stops the rust before it starts. It protects the cell membranes in your eyes from breaking down over time. Research suggests that seniors who get plenty of vitamin E in their diet have a significantly lower risk of developing severe cataracts. So here is my advice for the big day. Instead of snacking on chips or pretzels before dinner, grab a handful of walnuts. In fact, eating them before the meal is a smart, strategic move. The healthy oils in the nuts will coat your stomach and help you absorb all the vitamins from the vegetables you are about to eat. It is like priming the pump. You are setting your body up for success before you even take the first bite of turkey. Speaking of the main course, we are getting closer. But first, we have to talk about the side dish that everyone forgets. The one that usually comes in a can. I am talking about cranberry sauce. Now, I am going to challenge you here. I know the canned jelly is nostalgic. It wiggles on the plate and it is sweet. But if you want to save your vision, I want you to look for the real stuff. The whole berry sauce. Why does this matter? It is all about the color. That deep dark red color in cranberries comes from compounds called anthocyanins. This is vital for anyone listening who has concerns about blood sugar or diabetes. We all know that diabetes is an epidemic in our country. And one of the first places diabetes attacks is the eye. High sugar damages the tiny microscopic blood vessels in your retina. When those vessels break or leak, you lose your vision. It is that simple, and it is terrifying. The compounds in cranberries act like plumbers for your circulatory system. They strengthen the walls of those tiny blood vessels. They help prevent leaks, improve circulation to the back of the eye. So cranberry sauce is not just a garnish, it is a vascular shield. When you are serving your plate, do not skip it. Put a nice big spoonful right next to your turkey. The tartness cuts through the richness of the meal, and that red pigment is actively reinforcing the plumbing in your eyes. And finally, we arrive at the star of the show, the centerpiece of the table, the turkey. We all know turkey makes us sleepy. We know it is full of protein. But did you know turkey is one of the best sources of zinc on the planet? Now, why should you care about zinc? This is the most fascinating part of the science. You can eat all the sweet potatoes and carrots you want. You can fill your body with vitamin A, but without zinc, none of it matters. Zinc is the delivery truck. Your liver stores vitamin A, but it needs zinc to pick up that vitamin A and transport it through your bloodstream to the retina. If you are low on zinc, the vitamin A stays stuck in your liver and your eyes starve. It is a partnership. They have to work together. And here's a secret tip for you. I know for years, doctors and magazines told us to stick to the white meat. They said eat the breast because it is leaner. But for your eyes, the dark meat is the absolute winner. The turkey leg and the thigh contain higher concentrations of zinc and iron than the breast meat. So I am giving you permission right now. I am giving you a prescription to enjoy the dark meat this year. It is richer, it is juicier, and it is better for your vision delivery system. So let us put this all together. I want you to close your eyes for a second and visualize your plate this Christmas. It is not a disaster for your health. It is a masterpiece of nutrition. You have the turkey acting as the delivery truck. You have the sweet potatoes fueling your night vision. You have the Brussels sprouts acting as your internal sunglasses. You have the cranberries protecting your blood vessels. You have the pecans shielding you against cataracts. It is a perfect symphony. Every single part of that meal works together to keep you independent, safe, and seeing clearly. Getting older does not mean we have to stop enjoying life. It just means we have to get smarter about how we enjoy it. There is a lot of fear out there about aging. We fear losing our driver's license. We fear not being able to read our favorite books or the Bible in the morning. We fear becoming a burden to our children. But I want you to look at your holiday table and see hope. You have the power to protect your sight. It does not come from a pill bottle. It comes from the grocery store. It comes from the kitchen. It comes from the traditions you have loved for decades. So this year, when you sit down with your family, do not count calories, count the colors. Enjoy that dark meat turkey. Savor those roasted veggies. Have a second scoop of sweet potatoes. Eat with joy, knowing that with every bite, you are investing in another year of seeing the beautiful faces of the people you love. Indulgence does not have to mean ignoring your health. True indulgence is consciously choosing foods that support your vitality while celebrating tradition. You do not have to compromise your health to enjoy the holidays. In fact, the traditional holiday meal, when you look at it through the lens of nutrition, is actually one of the healthiest meals of the year. If you focus on these whole foods, I have done the research, so you do not have to worry. I want you to enjoy this holiday season knowing that every delicious bite is an active step toward protecting your precious sight. I want you to be able to read the holiday cards clearly. I want you to see the sparkle in your grandchildren's eyes without a blur. And I want you to feel confident driving home after the celebration. So this Christmas, choose health, choose sight, and choose a clear vision for the new year. I hope this gives you a new perspective on your holiday feast. If you learned something new today, or if you are planning to add more of these vision heroes to your menu, do me a favor. Click that subscribe button below. We are building a community here where we age smarter, not harder. And please share this video with a friend who might be worrying about their diet this Christmas. Give them the gift of food freedom. From all of us here at MealMind TV, have a wonderful, delicious, and crystal clear holiday season. Take care of yourself, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.